Welcome back into Reflex TT. It's time for our next matchup. It's none other than the Fariko Dragons versus pMp. Let's go on the way. We had a bit of an upset just now, a little bit of annoyance from one of the managers. But we're ready to go here on towards lockdown. Let's take it away here on Torres.
Yeah, watching Torres, and these are squaring up against the Italian pMp squad, who have really surprised everyone. No one really knew what to expect from them, but they certainly weren't expecting such a strong side. That was actually 3 down against Fariko Dragons. Excellence, the last alive, and those are some good stuns to actually prevent the flag run.
It's one thing to notice. Yesterday, after all the matches were done, I took some time to actually sit down with all the statistics and all the sheets and all the matches that had been played and pretty much look at what kind of results have been made by pMp. pMp so far, they have won 9 maps in total and only dropped 4 of those.
Yeah, so, you know, they're doing really well. The game that they actually lost, I mean, we've said they beat Epsilon, they beat Link, they went to play Western Wolves, and they took Western Wolves to the last map. They only lost 3-2, yep. So extremely close game. But that is going to line Western Wolves up for a match-off against Apex, which should be a brilliant watch later on.
Yes, absolutely. I would like to point out in the meantime, though, that the only time the pMp did play CTF here on Lockdown, they did manage to lose it, and it was by 2 counter caps in that particular series. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. On the other hand, Dragons have played Lockdown CTF twice and has won it twice with 11 caps with 3 counters.
Yeah, because, of course, they went huge in one of the previous games. Let's watch Monks, though, who is on the spawn. He's hoping that one of his teammates is going to be able to pull it.
Actually. They had 5-0.
Oh, yeah, they absolutely destroyed Pain. It was such solid play. pMp at the moment, though, seem to be, despite going a flag down, seem to be playing a little bit better, or at least outslaying the Fariko Dragon side. Monks are doing some work, though, taking out 2 and making them drop that flag, getting back onto the spawns as quick as he can with that silenced MP7. And he's actually going to go for the pull here. So with Monksy being a pickup for Fariko Dragons, it seems he's had to adapt to use an SMG.
Now let's see whether or not this setup is going to be enough, though. There's only 2 up currently for the Dragons. Torres does have the flag. Let's see if he can do anything with it. He's getting counter shot quite quickly. This is going to be a flag return. It should be a flag return, unless Monksy can get back in there. But yeah, it's going to be good.
I mean, whilst Fariko Dragons are 1 flag up at the moment, and they got it fairly early on as well, you've got to remember they are on the better side, so sometimes 1 flag isn't too great when you are on this side. pMp power, though, with the 2-piece, a Semtex and a knife. He's going to continue his run down that right-hand side through mannequins. Excellence, taking out Ogre.
It does mean, though, that he managed to get a long-range kill with that nade with an immediate follow-up with that knife, because there was no way in hell he could get a double kill right on top of the other one.
No, absolutely. Watching Torres, though, who's seems a little bit unsure as to where he's going at the moment. He's having to cut back, running towards fire, and will be playing slightly defensive for the Fariko Dragons squad. He won't be doing much pushing, but will be supporting and providing some defensive AR support.
Excellence, we'll need to watch him out. Takes down Danny, sitting by those pillars. He has the flag, but he's going to need a little bit of time. T1 will take down Ogre. The problem right now is Kolga somewhere around here. Kolga did manage to perform quite well versus Pain yesterday. If Torres can open up proceedings here, and this is going to be a cap, we have ourselves a 1-0 lead here for the Dragons.
Well, the 2-0, they got that flag so early, and I think I missed it as well.
2-0, my apologies.
They just sneaked it up, and I don't know, it was really early on in the first round, but 2-0 up. 1 minute 15 left on the clock. Things are looking good for the Dragons.
Side, though, so that's something to take heed of.
Let's see if they are going to go for the 3rd. Excellence is making this push alongside Monks. They are getting on the flag. I don't know if anyone's watching spawns, but the stuns are coming in, and it is going to be Kolga that takes out Excellence. With 1 minute left on the clock, are the Italians going to be able to bring this back? Certainly going to be difficult. Watching T1 now there.
T1 should be able to clean this out quite easily. There's the first. This is going to be a flag pickup.
Yeah, and I mean, I think T1, he actually puts himself under pressure on purpose. He tells everyone how great he is because it makes him perform better. That's my theory behind it all. He is going to be playing an aggressive objective role.
Well, it seems to be working.
Yep, I mean, they've actually got 3 SMGs at the moment on Fariko Dragons.
They've got perfect support. They've got an ACR in the middle. They need to counter. That's going to be a cap. Oh!
Yes.
Yeah, that was a cap.
Just about, but it looks like
I don't think this is going to be a counter cap, though, because
Torres
is in a good position.
Oh, Torres.
Chokes it. This is going to be a counter cap.
Oh, Torres and
unless... Excellence with a last second. Is there enough time here? Monksy's there as well. Beautifully done, although a little bit too late. 3-1. And pMp does get himself a last second cap in. Well, at the last possible moment.
Yeah, and I can't help but wonder, why didn't Torres just get his main gun out? Why did he stick with that pistol? It was a little bit careless, and it has pretty much cost him that flag. Hopefully, though, it won't cost Fariko Dragons the game.
And that is going to take the round difference, the cap difference for Dragons onto 3.5 for every single. Yeah, they've managed to get 3.5 caps for every single counter so far.
Wow. Well, let's watch pMp. It's going to be Ogre using the ACR, and this is something we noticed before. He doesn't actually use the red dot sight. He prefers the iron sights on this particular gun. My theory behind that was because he's used to extended mags, maybe when he's playing in public play. I don't know, maybe he's been playing some game battles or something like that. But in any case, quite unusual. You don't really see people choose the iron sights over the red dot.
I would also like to point out that was the very first time that pMp actually managed to get a cap on lockdown to begin with in this entire tournament. So far, so good for pMp. They are looking up, however, a 0.2 rating is not going to do them well, and they are struggling versus the Dragons here, especially considering Excellence does have himself the flag, and he is going to be sitting somewhere. However, pMp are on the easier side this time around, so there is some possibility from them to get at least 2 caps. They're going to have some serious difficulty, though, because they need those 2 caps in order to get a stopwatch.
Well, let's continue to watch Kolga, see what he can do as he advances through that mid corridor. He's top art at the moment, and he hasn't come across anyone. They will no doubt be setting up on the room, in the room on the left. Kolga's just got to be careful how he approaches this. Oh, actually going right to the back of the map. Trying to hold this now. They are currently 3-1 up, looking at the flag count for both teams, so they have no reason to try and get another capture.
3 minutes and 33 seconds to go. Ogre with a nice little pickup. Where is Excellence and the flag? He's all the way in the corner, as you can see, as the flag from pMp is sitting nicely by bicycles just beyond the mannequins. So it's pretty much to be expected. T1 and Monks have this pretty much on lockdown. pMp, well, actually, there's only one SMG. No, it's actually Donnie who's roaming around. He's trying to get these flags, but it's not going to happen because Power has dropped the flag. This could be a return here.
Wow. And it's going to be Ogre who picks that back up. Yep, it did look like for a second that Dragons would be able to get that return and get another flag capture. But Ogre is on the case. He does have an AR and an SMG in hand, but nobody is really helping him defend here. And he's going to come across some trouble very soon if someone doesn't get back to help him.
It would appear that we have a quick update here on the other side of the bracket. Epsilon has just won 3-0 versus Mythics.
Wow, so Mythics just aren't having a great tournament at all here. You know, one of the final games we actually streamed last night was versus Apex, and, you know, they pretty much got destroyed. It was so convincing, that win from Apex. And
that was also on Lockdown, Bootleg, and Arcade, in the same map list as we have for this one. So that will add 3 more wins onto the Epsilon lineup there. They're going to be warmed up quite nicely, and they're going to move on towards the winner of this game in that particular setup. And it should be, at this rate, the Dragons, to be quite honest.
Well, I spoke to Prodigy before, and he said he wants a rematch against pMp. He wants to get his revenge on them because he wasn't happy about losing at all.
If that is the case, though, we will have to go and have a chat downstairs with Zorda to see if there's going to be any differences in rounds in that particular one as well, considering pMp did one so strongly here versus Epsilon to begin with.
Yeah, was it 3-0?
It was 3-0.
Yeah, they played extremely strong, and you know,
it was the upset of the morning.
It was, yeah.
It was really actually, you know, it was 3-1. My apologies. pMp winning, only losing on S&D Bootleg.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Let's watch Ogre. Although, wasn't that where Agony choked the bomb?
Yes, it was. He managed to fail his defuse.
Yeah. So yeah, pMp, the surprise team. Let's switch over to someone else other than Ogre because he's just sat back trying to hold that flag.
Running around, also ACRing it up, has some real problem. Excellency Monk still on the flag. Let's see if Power can get himself in there. He switched over the flag early on. He was the original flag carrier, and he's gone out with the UMP trying to figure out what he can do. Now, Monks is on the other side of the map, and Tier 1 is no doubt trying to figure out if he can pick up this flag kill. Koga, chokes it horribly. Taurus will pick it up. There's Tier 1 taking on Power, and now all of a sudden, Ogre must think we may have a bit of an issue here.
Yeah, and you know what, I'm actually thinking myself, this might be a little bit too late for pMp. Too much time has passed. This stalemate has gone on for pretty much 3 minutes now, and as they are 2 flags behind,
it's not going to happen.
It's going to be round number 1 going towards Fariko Dragons. We will be going on to the Search and Destroy next, and I really don't know what to expect.
That is also going to be the 3rd win for Dragons on CTF lockdown. Beautiful play there by Ogre, though.
Yeah.
Still holding his ground versus Torres.
Yeah, I mean, there's just nothing he can really do here. He's basically relying on his teammates to try and get that flag return. There's no point in him pushing out when he actually has the flag.
No, you're completely right. There's no reason.
So,
he's got the support, but if it's going to be enough. Kolga is trying to find the flag carry. He's sitting in that corner. It's what's along. Torres getting himself a double, one on Monks, and that's going to be, it would have been a flag pickup by Tier 1, but it was not enough. But we have ourselves a round win. Dragons will continue their spread versus pMp. The Italians, after such a great start yesterday, picking up a 3-1 win versus Epsilon, are now in the middle bracket here versus Dragons. And in all honesty, it could be quite interesting in what they're going to be doing. We're going to move on towards Bootleg S&D. We're quickly going to see how pMp has been performing so far. They have not played Bootleg in this tournament yet.
Okay. Wow. Interesting.
Dragons, in the meantime, have won a Bootleg. 4-2.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's see what happens in this next game then. And just going to be waiting for them to switch things over. So let's actually see who performed well there. You've got to bear in mind that Torres actually killed a few people on his own team